Hi Libra, it's Sloan Rhodes here. I am doing something a little different for you today. I'm doing a past life reading, and I know many of you have an interest in past life experiences or a resonance with them or a curiosity about them. So I thought it'd be a fun reading to do so that you can begin to shed a little bit of light and consciousness upon any past life experiences that I come up with here, and that way you can begin to heal them. And the first step towards healing is sort of acknowledging and shining a light and making things conscious. So I'm going to, I'll do the reading and I'll explain it to you as we go along, but I am going to draw one card from the major arcana of the Fairy Tarot, looking at the general energies around this particular past life experience that I'll be drawing cards on for the next 4 months, May, June, July, and August, and I'll do another one probably at the end of August for September, October, November, December. So let's just go ahead and get started. It'll make more sense as I go along. The High Priestess. Beautiful. Okay, Libra. Wars and battles. Wow, that's coming up a lot today. Leaving or travel. Biblical. Let me draw one more from the magical unicorns to see what kind of healing advice they offer. I chose to use the unicorns deck just because they're so fun and magical, and they transcend all time because they are such a etheric being. Finish what you started. You started something important and now it's time to complete it. Interesting. All right, let me just take in these energies for you. So, Libra. All right, so what I'm seeing here is that in another incarnation, in many incarnations actually, you were involved in wars and battles, as many people have been, since we do tend to incarnate multiple times. And I also see that it was but in this particular reading, we're looking at a war and a battle that occurred during biblical times, so you may have a particular resonance for this already. And what happened is you left. You had an opportunity to take, and you took it. Take to leave, and you took it. And what I see happening is that in this particular time frame, the next 4 months, the way it's sort of manifesting in your lifetime as you kind of work out these energies that are still with you as you came into this incarnation, it's this sense of wanting to beam yourself out, so to speak, to get out of the situation you find yourself in. So it may be manifesting for you, in particular Libra, as a sense of there's some sort of battle going on, and it feels sort of epic. It feels like of biblical proportions, but it's really in your own mind. And you have this desire to get the heck out of Dodge, just to leave, to bail. And the High Priestess is asking you, because this is a card of reflection. This is a card of powerful, intuitive, and psychic insights. This card is saying, okay, you have this sense, you want to get the heck out of Dodge. There's ways to do it that aren't in a physical way. Go within. Understand your psychic nature. Understand the deep spiritual truths that you are being asked to learn during this sort of biblical, battle. And again, I kind of give you a little wink with that because these are the words, but it may have that sense, a little bit of melodrama around it, and you just want to get out, But the way to get out isn't fleeing physically, although of course, you can take a vacation or something like that. But it's also this idea of reflection. of being still, of looking at the book of wisdom within your own soul, within your own heart. And we see here with the text of this card with the High Priestess is trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. So rather than just sort of leaving the situation behind physically, whether quitting your job or whatever, divorcing your spouse, or you may still do those things, but you're being asked to reflect a bit more. Look at your role in this. Understand what spiritual truths are there for you in the manifest world that you've created, right? We all kind of, if you subscribe to the idea that you manifest your reality in order to grow as a soul, you're being asked at this point in time, and it's kind of the beginning of a journey for you of deep reflection about your responsibility in here, how you have helped to co-create this situation. And I think here what it's really funny with the unicorns are kind of saying to you here, kind of like gently urging you, you've started something important and now it's time to complete it. Like, don't just bail, don't just leave when things get tough. Go within, figure out what your role is in this. It's so nice to leave a situation behind, and you may indeed do that, and don't have try not to have any self-judgment if that's what you do. But in addition to that, go within. What are you meant to learn? Trust your intuition. We all have that little voice in our head that's trying to help us, and not the voice of that's always trying to beat us down. That's our ego. You can ignore that one. But the voice of it's kind of like the old cartoon, like the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other. I don't really see it as good or bad. It's just that one is there for your really trying to help your soul expand, and the other one really kind of wants to keep you safe and secure, which is your ego. Your ego is very much invested in knowing what's going to happen, and your intellect and all that. And the High Priestess is about your intuitions and about understanding the deep emotion that's bubbling up for you. She's standing in this water, and it's like all this emotion, and if she could just take the time to stay still and to reflect and to take in the truth that's trying to come up, think of it like the roots of a tree taking up that wisdom, so that she can process it and bring it into higher consciousness, so that you can transform it and heal it. And that's kind of what the unicorns are kind of showing there. So anyway, it's just kind of a fun little peek here, Libra, to look at how past life experiences can kind of flow and follow us into this incarnation, and then we can kind of begin to shed a little bit of light on it, so that we can begin to heal those patterns that we keep repeating in this lifetime. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and in the meantime, I wish you much love, and I will see you on the next video or at your private reading.